women are making an enormous contribution to New South Wales rural industries, adopting innovation, creating opportunities and affecting change. They are inspirational, dedicated and passionate, building sustainable and dynamic regional communities. From bushfoods to business and education to entrepreneurialism, they are driving productivity across every corner of our state. Rural women are sowing the seeds of growth for harvest by future generations.
My name is Rebecca Barnes and I come from Ballina on the north coast of New South Wales. My business is called Playing with Fire, Native Foods, and I've been doing it for almost 20 years. My project idea is to have an all-encompassing bush food conference over 2 days. I bring together industry leaders, providing a platform for them to tell their story, and we can advise people about the latest uses and research and market developments, and encourage new people into the industry, because we really need to start growing the industry. And personally, I think it's quite a tragedy that we're in where we are today and people still don't know a lot of our native foods. Native foods are all over Australia and they sustained the Aboriginal population for many thousands of years. So there's a bush tucker in your area wherever you live. I sell at farmers market every week. I sell to food service sector, other food manufacturers, and we're recently entered the export market. We are struggling with supply in the industry, so we desperately need more plants in the ground. So encouraging landholders to plant up, encouraging other farmers to include a little bit of bush tucker on their existing farms is a great way to expand the industry. I'd like to become a leader in the industry and a mentor for other women, especially, to be able to enter the industry. So in 5 years' time, I'd like to see the industry with a very united front. I'd like to see it far expanded from what it is today, with a whole lot of new entrants.
My name is Emma Doyle. I live in Armidale, New South Wales, and I've been working in the sheep industry for the past 17 years. I work at the University of New England and I am the sheep and wool lecturer. I'm passionate about retaining highly educated, competent women in agriculture and allowing them to be empowered to move on into senior positions. The project's called Leading Women in Agriculture. The project came about because I've been lecturing these amazing young women for the last 10 years at UNE, and what I've found is that over half our graduates are female, which is really exciting, but only a third of those are actually in our workforce. It's a mentoring program to help young women feel confident and supported within the agriculture industry in the hope that they will move into more senior positions. It's important for women to have mentors in the agricultural sector, because having support and the confidence to push into more senior roles is often a lot easier when you have people with know-how and knowledge, and it can help you make some really good career decisions. I'm hoping the outcome of this project will allow the undergraduates that we mentor over time become mentors themselves, creating a bigger community of women that are supporting each other within the agricultural industry.
My name's Sandra Irison. I'm from Booligal in Western New South Wales. I live on a beef cattle enterprise with my husband and our 3 children, and I'm a 7th generation farmer. My project's called the Hay Inc. Rural Education Program, and it's a model of that program. About 3 or 4 years ago, we really noticed in our community a markedly reduced number of young people entering the rural community and working on farms. And to address that, a group of volunteers got together and we formed Hay Inc. And from that, we are now educating and giving hands-on skills to young people in the district. Well, it's brought young people back into our community. We've made the connections between farmers and young people, so we've placed them onto farms. We've also given older generation of farmers and retired people and people working in the industry an opportunity to connect with these young people. I have other communities been contacting me wondering how we do it, how we engage our volunteers, how we connect with industry and government. So I'd like to put together a model, an adaptable model and a toolkit so that other communities could realise the benefits of what we've achieved. We could see it being replicated in the seafood industry, right through to the cotton industry as well. It's working so well for us in the sheep and wool and cattle industry at the moment. I think the key ingredient is the passion of our volunteers in our industry. People in our community want young people to come back and work on farms. There's a real need there. If I was to win the award, I'd really like to see the Haying rural education model replicated in other rural communities throughout New South Wales and Australia. I'd love to see partnerships developed between industry and volunteers and farmers, giving young people a pathway into a hands-on experience in agriculture and work and to become our future farmers.
My name is Hayley Purbrick. I'm from Deniliquin. I've been living in Denny for about 4 years in the Riverina. I live on a farm with my husband and 2 kids. My project is called Think Big. It is a video series which showcases rural women throughout New South Wales who think like an entrepreneur. I've been working with sort of an umbrella program called Big Sky Ideas, and the whole emphasis of Big Sky Ideas is to inspire entrepreneurial spirit within our community. Well, the project's really focused on individuals. It's all about inspiring and teaching every single individual who lives in a small town throughout New South Wales to be able to think like an entrepreneur. So I always think if people can think with more of an open mind, they can see the opportunities, then it's going to benefit the whole community. It'll benefit industries who exist there, and it's also going to benefit the businesses that they work in. In 5 years' time, I'd really like to see all of the different elements that I'm using to help teach people how to think like an entrepreneur come together in a concept that's called Smart Small Towns. I think we could all do with a bit of an entrepreneur in our backyard. The more people that we have who are looking for new ideas and challenging the status quo and doing things differently, I think the more vibrant our industry can become.
The Rurdock Rural Women's Award identifies and supports the capabilities of emerging leaders who have the desire, commitment and leadership potential to make a great contribution to primary industries and rural communities. The award opens doors and gives participants greater confidence, network and leadership capacity to positively contribute to rural Australia. Each state and territory winner will receive a $10,000 bursary to implement their award idea. Winners will also have the opportunity to participate in leadership development opportunities, such as the Australian Institute of Company Directors course. The award is open to all women involved in primary industries or contributing to rural Australia. No formal qualifications are required, and you can nominate yourself or someone else. It's a life-changing experience that will give you a platform to communicate your vision and connect you with a positive, powerful alumni of women who, like you, are passionate about primary industries and rural Australia. The Rurdock Rural Women's Award, making your ideas come alive.